Welcome everyone to the Nature's Food Haven. We are back today to our traditional way of processing our grains. This is rice. As you can see, I am putting it actually into an extraordinary large size of a mortar. And we will also need a comparable size of a pestle. When you do these things at Nature's Food Haven, we are particular to be having water every time. As you know, you're going to protect other people, not only from COVID, from even parasites. So, here we will go in the natural way. And usually the natural way tends to preserve a lot of nutrients more than the machines. A lot of stuff actually remains at times in the machines. Though mechanization is good for larger quantities, but it's important at times to revert back to the natural ways of doing things, back to years in the past. Some people are still doing it in the way rural settings. So when we do this, the other good thing about this, we are doing productive exercise. So I'm wishing it to happen to a lot of our patients who have since recovered from lifestyle conditions, so that they just don't walk the roads without any productivity. I know someone may be taking photos, they're a journalist, so they will still be on their productive exercise where they are taking photos, they are walking mountains. But there are people who are just jogging and running. They don't know about productive exercise when you are working within your garden, when you are working around your homestead, when you are working around your kitchen. So here we go. Okay, when you are taking your breaks, I'm not taking a break because I'm tired. You take a break at times because you want to make sure that the way you handle your pestle makes it actually firmer. You'll find that at the Nature's Food Haven, we are very friendly with regard to that. We leave water aside. You will not find saliva on our pestles at the Nature's Food Haven. We are very particular, or sweat from the brow, and then you rub it onto your pestle so that you make your hands firmer. Because if you don't make your hands firmer, you find that just like loose fittings in electricity or anywhere else, you start to have some friction sores happening from inside, and then in the end we have a painful blister, which at times can actually de-blister, and it's very injurious because it has damaged surfaces from within. So again, we actually put our water to make sure that the pestle is really firm in our hands. This big size of a pestle is really ideal when you're actually doing a rhythm with another one, which you call kudzidzana. Now, the sources of energies when you are doing this kind of work, it's not just food. It's good that we are preparing actually energies from the food we actually eat. From the food we actually eat, we actually derive energies to process the food we eat again. Is like a cycle. This is supposed really the way men is supposed to live. Even when you have machines, we should have a way of doing it in this way. And I'm sure the prices, the rewards will be different. Now, when it comes to energies for doing side jobs, as you can see, we have got our Zumbani tea from our mountains. At the Nature's Food Haven, we have got a gift of even mixing this with other special herbs. And most of you already know our most popular NRT. There is no sugar or sweetener in it. The good thing about our herbals, when we harvest them, we are very particular. Particularly this tea, the Zumbani tea, which has been also populated a lot in our community with regard to the coronaviruses. Not just saying COVID, coronaviruses, yes. So you find that we harvest it in the mountains. On the top of the mountains, what you harvest from the top of the mountains is free from the pollutions of chemical fertilizers, of weed killers, and other people, the other chemicals people are spraying or using on the land to waste it. Okay, then we proceed again with the energies. And to make sure I lubricate. There are various types of rice the world over, and each type has its values. We are not promoting rices which have been done by ways which end up with hybrids, which change them from the original that God has given. Each environment was given a rice that particularly befits it in terms of expropriating the nutrients from the soil. So you find that there will be white rices, there will be brown, maroon rices, there will be yellow rices after actually removing the husk. There will be, even in other lands, black rices. But we always ensure that we teach people to keep the varieties that are especially appropriate for their own areas. We are very happy with the rice in our locality because most of the varieties, if you put fertilizer, we say mpunga wacho waputika. You get the flowers, okay, and you get the carcasses, okay, but there will be no milk, and eventually the actual rice grain that is inside to produce the nutrients for you. Now I'll go over to the other. This one I'm going to finish it tomorrow. How when we are actually doing the two of us. I hope I will make a video for you to see the way we do it when you actually do. So I go on to finish this other lot in the other motor. Okay, now we go on to the final part of this particular session. Because this is the first one, I've already done some. As you can see. This is about in an hour when I did this once. And then you actually want to bring it out. When you are bringing it out, you want to be careful that the last bit, the very last bit, we don't take it out unless if you are turning. Because if you take it out, it will be full of rice that is undone. But the other thing I also do when I am doing this, I make sure that rice which is undone is the one which I put. As you can see, this one is full of grains which are undone. So I leave it there. And when I do the next lot, I'll add the new rice on top of this remnant, which has not been well done. And then we go on to the next stage. We shall show you tomorrow with Kokoma Sananga when actually doing the so springy, so dakuwa, when you're actually cleansing it of the chaff. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow when you go to the second stage, after actually ensuring that we have, before we put it again into the mortar, where to do with the pestle again, to pound it with the pestle again, we want to ensure that we actually remove the chaff we have produced today. Thank you so much for following us from the Nature's Food Haven, your friend in originality, in constitutionality, in hygiene, in real nutrients. How to be 100% men, how to be 100% woman. Never compromise your children from their teeth up to their brains. You don't want them to suffer tomorrow. Be careful, pregnant mothers. What are you using to mold your babies with the hands of God that He has put in you, called the womb? Thank you so much. From the Nature Food Haven, Dr. Gwatidzo, Frank filming today, and pray more with us. Thank you very much.